The universe rejoices and everyone benefits when I step into my power. Hi, I'm Ashley. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I usually share videos about music and performances, and today I wanted to do something different that's just been on my mind for a while. It's talking about a concept that I'm focusing on for 2019, and that is the idea of power, personal power in particular. And I got this idea from another YouTuber I like. Her name is Blair Lamb, and I'll link her channel in the description box below if you'd like to check out her videos. But basically, you choose a word just to focus on for the year, and so yeah, if you enjoy this kind of thing, let me know, because I'd be happy to revisit it or to let you know about the progress. So I made myself a mantra to kind of simply repeat to keep me focused for this year, and it is, the universe rejoices and everyone benefits when I step into my power. So power is a pretty big topic. I think that it encompasses things like self-confidence, belief in yourself, looking good. I think all these things are related to it, but I think power balance is the root, and believing in yourself, basically, how you assess yourself. And the reason this came up for me right now is I noticed that out of almost a sense of humility, I would sometimes diminish myself. I do sometimes diminish myself. Sometimes that comes out in things like posture, like hunching in a little bit to not take up so much space. So I'm trying to be comfortable taking up as much space as I need. It's things like not singing as well as I could, because maybe I'm in a group and I don't want to seem like I'm trying to take over the show or something or steal attention. But what I've found is that doesn't actually benefit anyone. That does not help someone. My making myself smaller or less capable does not make the world a better place. In fact, I think it's kind of the opposite. And so that's why my mantra is that everyone benefits. When I will be fully present, I'll bring my full self and just enjoy these gifts that have been given to me to use. And yeah, I jotted down some notes. This is my little journal. I am very conscious of how much I don't know, and I also feel very uncomfortable potentially ever elevating myself over someone else. But I think that's a bit of an imbalance of power. I think that I can still be my full self and treat others with respect and honor. So that's what I'm going to work on. And I think power is an interesting element of acting, and I think I'll make a separate video talking about this, because we had we worked on this in my acting class. In case you don't know, I'm currently getting my master's in musical theater performance at NYU right now, and so this was one of the most interesting concepts that we covered, and I would like to show you those videos, because if you're not quite aware of how power affects you, or how power is balanced in groups and cultures, these kinds of exercises can be really revealing. So I think that's one of the reasons that we enjoy playing different characters, because we get to be someone else, and that includes holding ourselves, moving, treating other people in ways that we normally don't for whatever reason. So I was thinking about some characters I've played in the past, like Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins has all the power. And another one was Puck from A Midsummer Night's Dream. And Puck was so much fun to play because he's all about mischief and kind of flouting conventional rules and like doing what he's told, but kind of like playing with that a little bit, which is stuff that I am normally not comfortable doing. And so I moved and I stood and I just interacted with other characters in a different way than I did or do when I'm just Ashley. And I would encourage you to try this yourself. Think about characters are easy because we can watch clips of them, we can identify with them immediately, whereas you don't know my friend whoever, or maybe you do. Anyway, anyway, but it's someone we can all relate to. So I was thinking too then, a good kind of exaggerated example of a power imbalance would say like be Cruella de Vil versus her, well, basically versus how she treats everyone else, but like her minions, Jasper and the other guy whose name I don't know. So those minions would be a good example of weak characters. Also, any victim kind of character is a very low power way of living. And I've never played a particularly low power character, but one that I noticed a difference was, or sometimes some of the tension within roles is because of power struggles. So that's just something to think about. And then as I was thinking about it this morning, I was trying to come up with, well, basically, when I think of a very powerful character, I often think of villains. And even Mary Poppins is superior and really proud. And those aren't characteristics that I want to personally live. So I was thinking, how can I handle my power while also accommodating values that are important to me? And some of those are approachableness, curiosity, and zest for learning, treating others as equals, and never making someone feel less than or discouraging them to try something. So if you have examples of characters who you think handle power really well, you could call it leadership again too. Someone who's a good leader probably manages their power really well. One that came to mind actually was Eliza Doolittle from My Fair Lady or Pygmalion, and particularly in Pygmalion because I love the musical, but I just really love the play actually. And I think that in both, I mean, they're very similar. I'm just thinking of different depictions. As much as I love Audrey Hepburn, I'm not that big of a fan of her My Fair Lady. I really love Dame Wendy Hiller's version of Eliza Doolittle in Pygmalion. It also has Leslie Howard. So I'd encourage you to watch that. It's actually available on YouTube, the whole thing. I can link that as well. But I think Eliza Doolittle, throughout the production, learns to graciously accept power. And she learns that it's not just what you wear. It's not just how rich you are. It's not how much you know. It's not who you're connected to. It's believing in yourself and believing in your own worth. I love Eliza Doolittle. Okay. So, I would just encourage you to assess your own power. Try to look at yourself in different situations because it will change based on who you're around. And just to try to be aware of it. I think awareness in general is a huge freedom because it gives you the ability to choose. So you might assess your power and say, yep, I feel good about this. Or you could be in a certain situation and say, I feel good about it here, but then you're in another one and you're like, oh, you know what? I actually want to stand up straight. I realize I'm giving away power and I don't want to do that. So you can just play around with it once you're aware of it. But if you're not aware of it, you have no choice. So I will do a video on these acting exercises because I think they could benefit people in general who might already enjoy the content of my channel. But some other ways to think about it, especially if you're new to this concept of power. For me, power is the root of so many concepts, things like confidence. You're not going to be confident even if you've got a great haircut, a great outfit, makeup on. That's because I was taking this seriously. I wore mascara today. But no matter how much of that you wear, no matter what you own, no matter any of those external things, if you don't feel good about yourself inside, it's not ultimately going to matter. It'll be a temporary fix maybe. So in terms of power, I think it is helpful to dress well, to stand up straight and use good posture. Just like the concept of smiling when you're sad, of forcing yourself to smile, there's a fine line between this. I don't mean faking it to the world and not actually telling people that you're upset. I just mean that research has shown that if you fake a smile, say like first thing in the morning, just even if you're not feeling like smiling, your body responds as if it were a genuine smile. I loved Amy Cuddy's book about presence that talks about how you can hold your body in a certain way to release a certain chemical reaction that actually allows you to do better. It's actually been researched and shown to allow you to perform better even when you're not necessarily feeling incredibly confident. So I would say start there. I think I'll wrap it up for today, but please let me know if you liked this video and you'd like to see more. I really enjoy watching videos like this, but I'm new to making them, and I know I've stumbled over my words a bit today. So just let me know what you think, and please be kind. But I think most of the people who watch my videos are generally pretty kind and supportive, and I hope you know how much that matters to me and how much that means. Thank you, and I hope this finds you well, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.